let's talk to close. We're getting to the close. Talk a little bit about generative AI. Should we? Yeah. So it's fascinating. It really is absolutely fascinating. Now, when we think about AI and data, I want to just really put it in very simple terms. Okay, I see three layers. Okay, there is the macro, the enterprise, and the individual. Okay, at the macro, you have data of the world, which is what generative AI is able to harness. Yeah, this is what the LLMs or the foundation models are able to harness, and it's an incredible thing. Yeah, because what really generative AI is able to do, it's able to do problem discovery. There are many things it can do, but really it is able to do problem discovery. Now, in any problem-solving process, the most difficult thing is what? In any problem-solving process, what's the most difficult thing? Problem identification. Yeah? Problem identification, that's what generative AI can do brilliantly. For almost any problem on Earth, yeah, it can give like a 40 to 70% answer. Yeah? And that's the breakthrough. Like with digital data AI, a very big breakthrough was hyper-personalization. Through history, human history, scale meant standardization. Digital data AI came together, is breaking that and leading to hyper-personalization. So far, problem identification was that very uniquely human skill. And generative AI is breaking that. And that's where it is so disruptive. It's not historically, technology has been about making some things humans do but don't want to do easier, more efficient. Now, this is picking up something which is an innately higher order human skill and cracking that. Yeah. But look, end of the day, it's a 40 to 70% answer. It's not like it's not a 90%. It's a little bit like the big data conversation we had. Yeah, you can't act on it. And that is where the name of the game is contextualizing. Remember the word contextualizing. You have to contextualize the data, which is where the enterprise data or the domain-specific data comes in. And then you are building what I would call the more traditional AI models on that. Yeah. And when you combine the two, then you can begin to see action. With our clients, that's what they're doing right now. Okay, they're trying to contextualize the LLMs. That is where majority of the POCs are happening. We are working on a lot of that. Yeah. And then there is also a third level, which is the individual. Yeah. Individual data, you take this, you kind of add individual data, and you have individual recommender systems, and you have hyper-personalization. Today, we know it doesn't work very well. Otherwise, we will not get 10 spam calls a day. Isn't it? We get the 10 spam calls, because the recommender systems are not working. Isn't it? But this is the future, my friends. The macro, the enterprise, the individual. At each level, there is data. At each level, there is kind of, a type of AI. And now there is a lot of progress in each one of them individually. I think the game is really about connecting the three. When these three start to get connected, and I think over the next 6, 12, 18 months, a lot of that will happen. Look, I think we are in for a crazy ride. Every industry will get disrupted. Every job in the world will get disrupted in some fashion. Every job in the world. Okay, it's not that all jobs will get lost. No, that's not the point. Okay, but this is too big a force. This is too big a force. Okay, and certainly we have to learn this. There is no option. This is it. There has been probably, since the beginning of mankind, there have been 200 big innovations. They're called general innovations. And I'm talking about fire and kind of wheel. Okay, at that level. So this is probably the 200th AI. And this is certainly the biggest so far. Okay, so it's a unknown in many ways, right? How things will shape up, but this is big and this is inevitable, and we have no option but to master it. Yeah.